Hello students, in this video we will study the second part of the representation of negative numbers. In the last video we studied how to represent negative numbers in sign magnitude representation and how to represent signed numbers in diminished radix complement representation, that is a complement form. Here we will discuss second method of complement form, that is radix complement or R's complement method. So in R's complement or radix complement of an n-digit number n in base R is defined as R raised to n minus n. That means we have given a number n, its base is equal to R and n has n digits. The number n has n digits. So the radix complement or R's complement of that number n is equal to R raised to n minus n, where R is the base of the number and n is the number of digits in the given number n, capital N, for n not equal to 0. If the given number n is equal to 0, then R's complement or radix complement is equal to 0 itself. So we can relate this radix complement with diminished radix complement. Okay. So radix complement, here the equation is R raised to n minus n. So R raised to n minus n is equal to, we know what is diminished radix complement. Diminished radix complement is R raised to n minus 1 minus n. Okay, when we add plus 1 to this diminished radix complement, we will get R raised to n minus n. Okay, R raised to n minus 1 minus n plus 1. This minus 1 and plus 1 cancelled, so we get R raised to n minus 1. R raised to n minus n. Okay, that means when we add plus 1 to the diminished radix complement, we get the radix complement. Okay. So next we will discuss how to find out the radix complement of binary numbers, decimal numbers, octal numbers and hexadecimal numbers. So in the case of a binary number, R's complement is 2's complement. Okay, radix complement is 2's complement. We can find out the 2's complement in different ways. First method is, suppose the given number n is equal to 1010. Okay, so the first method, we first find out 1's complement of this given number. 1's complement of 1010. 1's complement of 1010 is equal to, we know that simply complement each bit of the given number. So the most significant bit 1 becomes 0, next 0 becomes 1, next 1 becomes 0, next 0 becomes 1. So 0101 is the 1's complement of 1010. Okay, then 2's complement is, 2's complement of 1010 is, simply add 1 to 1's complement. Okay, that is 1's complement of 1010 plus 1, that is 0101 plus 1. 0101 plus 1. Okay, so 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. That means when we add 101 plus 1, we get 110. That means the answer is 0110. That means the next number after 0101. The next number after 0101 is 0110. So the 2's complement of 1010 is 0110. Next, consider another example. N is equal to 1100. N is equal to 1100. So first we find the 1's complement. 1's complement of 1100 is equal to 1100 is equal to, simply complement each bit. Okay, that means 0011. Then next we find the 2's complement. 2's complement of 1100. Okay, 2's complement of 1100 is equal to 1's complement plus 1, 0011 plus 1. Okay, 0011 plus 1 is equal to, that means 1 after 1 is 0100. Okay, so 2's complement of 1100 is 0100. Okay, that is the 2's complement of a binary number. Simply add 1 to the 1's complement. Okay, another method is we scan from least significant digit of the given number. Okay, scan from least significant digit of the given number for a non-zero value. Okay, so we scan from the rightmost digit here, scan to the left, so find the first one here. After the first one we change the complement. Okay, that means 10 becomes 01. 10 is as such itself. Okay, that means by leaving all least significant zeros and first one unchanged and replacing ones with zeros and zeros with ones in all other higher significant digits. Clear? That means we scan from right side for a non-zero digit, first non-zero digit. So here first non-zero digit in the second position. This is the first position, second position. Okay, so these two positions are as such. Then third and fourth bit becomes complemented. So we get 0, 1, then 1, 0 as such. In here also we scan from right side for a non-zero digit. So we get non-zero digit here. Okay, this one is the third one. So last one, most significant digit only change its value. That means 1 become 0. So 0, then 1, 0, 0. That is the second method. Okay, you can adopt any method to find the 2's complement. Which one is easier for you? Okay. Next is for decimal number. For decimal number, 10's complement is called decimal number. The radix complement is called 10's complement. 10's complement is obtained by simply add 1 to the 9's complement. Okay. For example, suppose the given number is 678. The given number n is equal to 678. Okay. To find out the 10's complement, first we find out the 9's complement of the given number. 9's complement of 678. 9's complement of 678 is equal to, we simply subtract 678 from 9. Okay, 999 minus 678, that is equal to 3, 2, 1. Okay, then find the 10's complement. 10's complement of 678 is equal to, add 1 to the 9's complement. 321 plus 1. 321 plus 1 is equal to 322. Okay, 322. So this is the 10's complement of the decimal number. Okay, first find the 9's complement, then add 1 to the 9's complement. Second method to find the 10's complement of a number is subtract first non-zero least significant digit from 10 and subtract all other higher significant digits from 9. Okay, in this case, first non-zero digit from least significant bit is first digit itself. Okay, so subtract 8 from 10. So 10 minus 8 is equal to 2. For all other higher significant digit, it is subtracted from 9. So 9 minus 7, here it is 2. 9 minus 6, here it is 3. Okay, we can take another example. Suppose the number is 945. Okay, n is equal to 945. Okay, in the case of n is equal to 945, first we find the 9's complement. 9's complement of 945. 9's complement of 945 is equal to 999 minus 945. Okay, that is equal to 0, 054. 054. Next we find the tens complement. Tens complement of 945. Tens complement of 945 is equal to 9's complement plus 1. That is 054 plus 1 is equal to 055. Okay, 9's complement plus 1. So in the second method, subtract the first non-zero digit from 10. So 10 minus 5 is equal to 5 itself. Other higher significant digits are subtracted from 9 itself. Okay, that is 9 minus 4, 5, 9 minus 9, 0. Okay, clear? Next is in the case of radix complement, in the case of octal numbers, it is called 8's complement. Okay, 8's complement of a number is obtained by adding 1 to the 7's complement. Suppose the number is 456. 4567. Number is equal to 4567. Okay, so first we find 7's complement. 7's complement of 4567. 7's complement of 4567 is equal to, we subtract it from 7777. That means 7777 minus 4567. Okay, this is equal to 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, next to find the 8's complement of the number. 8's complement of 4567 is equal to 7's complement plus 1. 7's complement is 3210 plus 1, that is equal to 3211. 3211. 7's complement plus 1, that is the 8's complement of the octal number. Okay, another method is we scan from right side for a non-zero, first non-zero digit. First non-zero digit is the LSB itself, least significant digit itself. So that digit is subtracted from 8. So 8 minus 7 is equal to 1. All other digits are subtracted from 7. So 7 minus 6 is 1. 7 minus 5 is 2. 7 minus 4 is 3. Okay. Another example. N is equal to 4530. 4530. 4530. Okay, so first 7's complement. First we find out the 7's complement. 7's complement of 4530 is equal to, subtract it from 7777. Okay, so that is equal to 3247. 3247. Okay, then 8's complement. 8's complement of 4530 is equal to 3247 plus 1. Okay, 3247 plus 1. So 7 plus 1. 7 plus 1, you know, next digit is 0. Okay, then this becomes 5. Then 32. So 3247 plus 1 is equal to 3250. That means next number after 3247 in octal is 3250. Okay. So second, that means in here we first find out the 7's complement and add 1 to the 7's complement. In the second method, we scan from least significant digit for a non-zero number. Okay, so here least significant digit is 0. So the next non-zero digit is 3. Okay, so 0 as such, then 3 is subtracted from, first non-zero digit is subtracted from 8. 8 minus 3, 5. All other higher digits are subtracted from 7. Okay, 7 minus 5, 2. 7 minus 4, 3. 3250. Okay. Next is hexadecimal number. In the case of hexadecimal number, it is called radix complement is called 16's complement. 16's complement. So 16's complement is obtained by simply adding 1 to the 15's complement. So suppose n is equal to 45a3. n is equal to 45a3. First we find out what is 15's complement. 15's complement of 45a3. That is equal to, subtract it from FF. So FF minus 45a3. That is equal to F minus 3. 15 minus 3, 12. 12 is equal to C. Then 15 minus A. 15 minus A is 10. 15 minus 10 is equal to 5. Next is 15 minus F minus 5. F minus 5 is equal to 10. That is A. Then F minus 4 is equal to 11. That is B. So we get BA 5C. Then next we find out what is 16's complement. 16's complement of 45a3. Okay. That is equal to 15's complement plus 1. Okay. That is equal to C plus 1 is equal to D. That is BA 5D. BA 5D. So the second method is, for the given number we scan from the least significant bit, scan from the least significant digit for a first non-zero digit. So here LSB itself is the non-zero number. So this non-zero number is subtracted from 16. 16 minus 3 is 13. 13 is equal to D. Okay, all other numbers are subtracted from F. 15. So 15 minus A is 10. That is 5. F minus 5. F minus 5 is equal to 15 minus 5. 10. That is A. Then next is F minus 4. F minus 4 is equal to 15 minus 4. 11. That is B. Okay, that is the second method. The second method, subtract the first non-zero least significant digit from 16 and subtracting all higher significant digits from 15. Okay, you can adopt any method. Next example is, suppose the given number is 67C0. 67C0. Okay, first we find out what is 15's complement. Fifteen's complement of 67C0 is equal to, subtract it from FF minus 67C0. Okay, subtract the given number from FF. Okay, that is equal to F minus 0, F itself, F minus C. C is equal to 12, F is equal to 15, 15 minus 12, 3. Next 15 minus 7, 8. Next is 15 minus 6, 9. Okay, that is 983F. 983F. Next we have to find out the 16's complement. 16's complement. 16's complement of 67C0. That is equal to 15's complement plus 1. That is 983F plus 1. That is equal to F plus 1 is equal to 10. Okay, so least significant digit becomes 0. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. 8, 9. So 9840 is the 16's complement of 67C0. Second method is, so here we simply add 1 to the 15's complement of the given number. Okay. Second method is for the given number we scan from right side, least significant digit, for a scan from right to left for a first non-zero digit. So here the first non-zero digit is C. Okay, so 0 as such, then C is subtracted from 16. Okay, C is equal to 12, 16 minus 12, 4. Next two digits are subtracted from 15. 15 minus 7, 8. 15 minus 6, 9. So 9840. Okay. So that is the radix complement of the binary number, decimal number, octal number and hexadecimal number. Okay, in the case of binary number, radix complement is called 2's complement. Okay, that is obtained by simply adding 1 to the 1's complement. So in any number system, r's complement is obtained by simply adding 1 to the r minus 1's complement. Okay, whatever may be the number system. Clear? So that's all about radix complement. Okay, thank you.